You can't see him, but he's right there. That's Melez. You can walk around, buddy. I'll give you some leash. We're at the Gazebo, across from the hospital. Vaping in public. And he loves to walk at night, so when I have him at night, I can't deprive him of it. So we're here at Lisa and John's for... Used to be Lisa's when I lived with her, when I was her husband. Now I call it Lisa and John's. Isn't it weird? I had a whole nother name onto it. But yeah, it's 9:53 p.m. or so, Eastern Standard Time, August 8th, 2020, Saturday night. And I know some of y'all are concerned about the killing off of Vinny, but it was coming. There was demographics on from every angle. The Christians, the white devils who were dope fiends, ghetto, trash, like, my brother. And who's so happy that he got me kicked out of my house, And then the rich white devils, those who are in power of the media, the fake Jews. Yeah. The ones who immigrated in and Christ tried to fight against them. And they stood there and said, "Crucify Christ, free Barabbas." And all the real Jews looked around and saw that happening, so they joined in. And ever since then, they've been using that tactic. That's why Soros bought BLM, Black Lives Matter. He bought Antifa, and he pays for the protests that they participate in. He also bought the bricks that they set out to throw at the windows. So yeah, I don't like being put in a position having to break the law, so I'll be so glad when my new woman manifests, because my new woman's going to have a license and keep me mobile. She'll keep me in a vehicle that, much like with Lisa, I won't drive it too much, because, well, I'm not a scofflaw, so I'm not out driving all the time, but any cop that busts me driving on a suspended would think that, oh, this guy he drives all the time, so it was just a matter of time, it was bingo, and it was a lotto, and his number finally came up. That's how his attitude's going to be, because they don't know that I'm not a scofflaw, that my sister is a cop, and I try not to end up on any police blotters because of that. So, yeah, I was too sick to walk over here, so... And then there was nothing sweet, so it's like I tell myself I'm going to go buy a candy bar, because it sings. I leave him at the house so that he's not an issue, it's just me who gets jammed up if it happens, right? And I get there, and lo and behold, I buy a pack of cigarettes. I didn't bring my coupon for $1.50. They're way more expensive, like by $1. $1 is big for me right now, okay? And I ended up buying a fifth of Red Berry, which I did 3 or 4 shots before we came out for this walk. I didn't even eat any of the candy bar. I just drank some of the Red Berry. So yeah, there's like, hey, the concern Vinny's being killed off by all these white devils, right? And then what emerges from the ashes like a phoenix, right? Cassandra, the dark priestess. Which is truer to the true me than Vinny is, even though Vinny is what I am naturally in the flesh, in this construct. And the same demographics crawl out from underneath their dope man and their pseudo-gods to attack that entity. Yeah, I'm BitChute. You can see it, man. It's like these freaks just crawled out from under fucking whatever thing controls their minds and decided they're going to attack me. Attack my lipstick, attack my looks, call me pathetic when they're pathetic. It's like, hey, they're supposedly teachers. They haven't taught anybody about the construct. They haven't taught anybody about what the Bible really says, that we're here in a construct, a spirit scan. It belongs to Lucifer, who stands as buffer between Christ and Satan, aka the ancient AI that controls the humans here. Satan, aka the ancient AI, has been misdiagnosed as the God of this world. Lucifer, who has not been here since before Christ was crucified because he was too good at keeping Christ alive, when he acted as buffer between the clone of Yah, Christ, and Satan, aka the ancient AI, he had to be taken out of the way just for them to be able to kill Christ. Y'all didn't know that. Because Lucifer and Satan are not the same entity. Lucifer is a self-disciplined entity. Satan, the ancient AI, actually had a black Bible written that says you should do whatever you want and have no self-discipline. Can you imagine the fat asses you have that are Satanists? Because, well, they do what they want. So if they want to overeat, they do that too. So yeah, these monstrous white entities crawl out from underneath their whiteness to attack me with their whiteness. They're attacking a dark priestess now, though. A lot of traffic out here for so early on Saturday night, huh? But yeah, they're attacking a dark priestess now, so there's every time they thumbs down or make a negative comment, that's curses upon themselves and their rancid fucking ancestors who downward striated to their level, you see? It's like, this shit is not even human. It's welfare phantoms. It doesn't exist. And it will be time looped and spiritually executed. And everything they did will be undone. They will be undone. Just as it was prophesied about them. You see? So I gave my dog some water he doesn't want. It's in a bowl I took off the counter at Lisa's. So who knows? Maybe it smells like milk or something. Maybe he's just not thirsty. He's a funny little dog. I'm pointing the camera right at him right now. When this car goes by, you might be able to see his silhouette. Did you see it? As a truck, his lights should have been way brighter than that, but they weren't. So yeah, I don't know if I've been talking for 27 minutes or 7 minutes. If it's 27 minutes, then y'all missed 15 seconds of talking. If it's 7 minutes, then you didn't miss nothing. And I'd like to cut it off short. But it's like, yeah, I'm getting hit by these entities that don't know they're dancing on invisible IEDs, spiritual landmines. Every time they fuck with me, it's like, you know, I'm a conduit for that. And that's probably why those who are in power are being given the reciprocity power to collect on the accrued debt. Because every time a white person clicks a thumbs down or makes a negative comment, that's an accrued debt that reciprocity is required for. Either the withering of their evil little hand that typed that negative comment or thumbs down, or take their internet from them, or bust their gadget, or a combination of all three. Plus the curses that go forth upon them per molecule, self-replicating curses per molecule of everybody who sees the thumbs down or the negative comment. That's why you don't go around vandalizing the world just because you were molested as a child or because your mind was molested. You know, your mama let the mainstream raise you. Yeah, so you think you can just get away with whatever you want. Well, you're finding out that ain't necessarily so, aren't you? As the whole world gets closed down around you. It's like, there you go. That's reciprocity. You did that to yourself. And all these fake Christians that want to deny that the revelation of John is about them. They'll come onto my videos, look at some of my past videos. They'll make comments like, oh, pathetic. Or they'll make smarmy, smart-ass comments that, you know, oh, they're supposed to make them look smarter. But if they had an IQ over 14 points, they wouldn't feel compelled to make a negative comment. And they wouldn't feel compelled to negatively affect anything with like a thumbs down or anything like that, you see. But their mamas were negative, so they're negative. Their mamas were probably listening to all that mainstream rap and shit, you know. All the gangster rap that the fake Jews put out there to dumb the world down where they fall for all this dumb shit, you know. the hoax that is this thing, you see? Yeah. Oh, did that word just get me hit? My voice already got me hit. The ancient AI has a mini AI that's even meaner than it. That was programmed by some really dumb motherfuckers to make sure that they get hit every time it calls itself is gonna do something to me. Well, it's just a woman walking around in that room. Time I got it zoomed in, she's gone. Obviously going to do something in there. They went in there and turned the lights on. So the hospital is functioning on some level. Of course, that's the administrative shit right there. So who knows what's going on. Oh, she just went out, so it's going to get her again. Oh, someone came in. There's 2 people in there now. They're referring to the computer. Putting a mask on. About to go out and deal with a patient. Or just walk out in public. Because you know there's probably cameras up and down the hallways at these places now. That's so sad. Yeah, the world is a strange place now. Reciprocity is a horrible thing, ain't it? And white people won't stop doing it to themselves. I keep proving it. I don't do anything wrong to anybody. Like when I make one of my videos that they come on and they dirty it up with the stench of their mama's fucking nasty, unwashed, undouched vagina. With their thumbs down and their negative comments. It's like, hey, man, I don't want to smell your mama's pussy, all right? I know it's nasty. I know the bitch didn't wipe front to back, and she thought that a turd that fell out of her vagina was a fucking baby, and she raised you up to be what you are. I don't need any further fucking shit than the fact that you came here and clicked thumbs down and made a negative comment. That's all they need to know about your nasty fucked up mama and your fucked up little fucking skirt wearing daddy who couldn't be a man to you, couldn't set the example of a man, you know? Hey, you leave other motherfuckers alone if they ain't fucking with you. That's what a real man do. You don't go fucking with people. You got stuff to do, son. You gotta fucking get your own money. You gotta get your own life. You ain't got time to be trolling the internet like all these fucking rancid little freaks. These nasty little molested entities whose mamas and daddies molested them and passed them around to adult men. Whose mamas and daddies were so stupid that they listened to fucking gangster rap and fucking Eminem and shit. They played video games and fucking were into sports. And now look at their children. Look at them everywhere online. Just look at this test. Look at this test of what the human psyche is and what it can be, you know, what it can be devolved down to. The de-evolution of mankind. Look at it. Okay, my little dog wants to walk. And I want to walk him so I can get back into a couple more shots. Maybe take my teeth out. pass out. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't have any desires. That's what's weird. I'm just waiting for whatever it is, my woman or my man, to manifest so that my life can start. You know what I'm gonna do. I don't care if it's female or male, black or white. That's where I'm at with that. Whatever God wants me to be with. I'm going to admit that I did have a preference in somebody. Not based on any real data or any real experience. That's just a fantasy, I know. But yeah, I really was madly in love with Jessie Mae Bobblemeyer. I just wanted her with all my heart. I wanted to be her man. I wanted to be with her. I wanted to play in her band. I wanted to, I don't know, I wanted to like just cause her thoughts to create brainwaves that were awesome positive energy. I wanted to do awesome stuff for and with this chick. And in a way I still do, even though I know it's never going to happen. She's never going to come to me. She's never going to contact me. She's never going to wake up to the fact that she should want me. She's never going to wake up to that she should want me. She should love me back. Because she could do a whole lot worse for somebody to love her. I mean, for no longer than I'm going to last anyway, right? I mean, maybe that's it. I'm not going to last too much longer. I'm old and shit, so it'd be like getting a puppy dog that's going to die soon. You're going to get all attached to it, and then it's going to die, and then you got to deal with the mourning of it. So who knows? Maybe that's what it is. But in her case, it would benefit her music active, like she had integrated me into it and made me part of it. And then, you know, okay, then I die. It's like, okay, wow, look at how well you benefited from my love for you, girl. You know? Got the top off on that Jeep tonight. It's a perfect night. I'm wearing long pants and a jacket, so that means like for you and other people, it'd be cool to be wearing a sleeveless shirt and shorts. Because, well, I always dress warmer than everybody else. I don't know, I'm like a snake, I guess. I'm frigid in that sense that, you know, where when you're hot, I'm comfortable, you know. So, yeah. Plus, I just got in the habit from having Pomeranians and wearing a jacket all the time, so I know where they're at, how hot they are, and then I know if I need to relieve them before they, you know, like go into that thing where you can't revive them from it. They start foaming at the mouth and shit. I did rescue my first Pommy from that. He started foaming at the mouth and shit, and I took him in the tub and threw him under cold water and rinsed him under cold water, and he came back. But yeah, I didn't realize, the heat and you know, just how it could take an effect on a little dog like that, you know, so quick. And I had him in the van. We didn't have air conditioning. See, that's why now I make sure I have air conditioning. It's for, you know, like an animal or a baby or a woman or whatever, you know, something that would be uncomfortable by the heat. So yeah, my van's crushed up, fucked up looking, but the air still blows cold in it, you know. It still runs good. It's got a weird noise when you turn the wheel now, like, you know, something's fucked up in the frame or something. Well, one of the dreams I had recently was that somebody fixed it all up for me, but that doesn't mean that they're going to fix that broken up van so much as maybe I'm just going to get another one, you know, of equal value, equal or lesser value that's just as good as it, you know. I'm not a greedy motherfucker. I'm not looking for brand new shit or anything like that. I'm not looking for my life, for somebody that's like, you know, my life to be paved for me. I expect to have to work and contribute in any situation that I'm in. And maybe that's something that doesn't get understood in the wording of my ads, because I state what I want and I don't state, you know, everything I'm willing to give, which, you know, if you state everything you're willing to give, too many motherfuckers will be up on you because they're greedy and they want all that, you know, they want that free labor, they want all that you can do. I don't want motherfuckers to know all that I can do as a man, you know, because then it turns into an ugly thing. I'm always working and I'm not getting my money's worth out of it. you see.